we've all come a long way watching the evolution of ninjas in anime. Theory disclaimer, you might think that ninjas appear in anime because they're relaxed and mysterious, but there is a surprising story behind it. Legacy shows like Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, widely considered one of the most legendary shows ever produced, trust itself as one of the goats of anime. Then came Demon Slayer, backed by a powerhouse animation studio, receiving one of the supreme quality productions and animations, cementing itself as a theatrical masterpiece worldwide. These anime, along with many others, take excellent inspiration from badass ninjas who never fail to provide an action-packed and electrifying experience, making us crave even more. BS, Rengoku is still my goat. Rest in peace, my king. Like many of you, I have a personal connection with ninja anime. I remember the days I used to go around pretending I could do 420 different hand signs and produce Kakashi's Chidori, all in the hopes of one day accidentally killing my best friend's girlfriend. It's these personal connections that make ninja anime so special to us. Let's be real, we've all done the Naruto run at some point, fooling ourselves into thinking we're the next lightning god Minato or some shit. These little moments of fun and humor make our love for ninja anime even more enjoyable. The riveting question you're still pondering is, why? Why is anime so obsessed with ninjas? What makes them so damn enjoyable every time they're on screen? And after spending a decade achieving a degree in weebology, I've come up with a theory. An anime theory. The historical accuracy of the origins of ninjas is shrouded in mystery, with many scholars raising the question of whether or not they existed at all, perfectly befitting of their mysterious nature. Most historians formed a consensus regarding ninja activity to be found as early as the 12th century. Still, it is the Sengoku period where ninjas had their chance to shine after the birth of Iga and Koga clans. The Iga and Koga clans emerged as the pioneers for schooling and excelling in the art of ninjutsu. Yes, this is just like Naruto's ninja academies, where professional ninjas underwent training for reconnaissance missions, espionage, and even thievery. Exploring Japanese folklore, which plays a massive role in the fantastical elements of such stories, many believe that the war between the Fujiwara family against the imperial court may have been the true origins of ninja, dating as back as the Heian era. Sound familiar? It's the same era as the strongest Jujutsu Kaisen sorcerer and curse, Sukuna. The head of the Fujiwara family is believed to have summoned 4 demons, often considered the first sightings of ninjas. Come to think of it, Sukuna was probably fighting ninjas and shit back in the day, and probably developed an anti-ninja technique for them. While their historical emergence is shrouded in mystery, it was during the Edo period that the ninja entered the scene in pop culture across Japan. Myths surrounding ninjas in Japanese folklore were greatly entertained, thanks to the exaggeration of their talents and a nod to supernatural abilities. Some of these abilities included shapeshifting, like the substitution and transformation jutsu in Naruto. Mastering elemental ninjutsu to perform flashy feats is another popular notion, enhancing the ninja's awe and fanciful nature. One instance of elemental ability making its way to the modern era is the Fireball Jutsu, a favorite of the Uchiha clan. The Japanese ninjas practiced a similar technique to hide their trails after their missions. In the contemporary era, the rise of ninjas flourished with 3 revolutionary ninja booms that propelled them to the global scene. In the 1980s, the third ninja boom firmly placed the ninjas to become an unforgettable global phenomenon. Movies like Enter the Dragon, games like Ninja Gun earned the hearts of people and became nostalgic pieces for the 21st century. Exploring the more animated medium, Kishimoto's Naruto is considered the heart of all ninja anime, emerging from the golden era of Toriyama's Dragon Ball and Oda's One Piece. While we're on the topic of ninja anime, we need to look deep into the past. The first proper anime featuring ninjas was released in June 1917 when Junichi Kochi serialized a 4-minute cartoon called Namakura Gatana, or The Dull Blade. The Dull Blade may have been lost in history, but it was paramount to the anime we all see today. This little 4-minute cartoon animation initiated the animation scene in Japan. Without it, none of us would have been able to see Tsunada's perfect 106-centimeter bust. Jiraiya sensei, you lucky bastard! What makes ninjas doing cool stuff so damn fascinating? The answer lies in their mystique. You see, the lives of ninjas always work in tandem with their commitment to the mission. They're depicted as warriors who will do whatever it takes to steal intel while maintaining a low background. Ninjas often keep a double life to maintain a facade from the outside world. All the while, they're pulling deadly missions as if nothing even happened. It engages the viewer to explore their lives and see what they're like underneath their dangerous profession. Contrasting their mysticism and secretiveness in traditional history, let's discuss what makes ninjas so enjoyable in modern anime. If I had to describe it in one line, it would be this: they do the coolest shit ever. No, but seriously, think about it for a moment. From epic clans to shapeshifting and hiding in plain sight, and finally, wholly stealing the screen with their superhuman ninjutsu abilities powered by chakra control, it's like eye candy. You just want so much more. Also, did I mention weapons? They have super cool weapons! And let's be honest, diehard Naruto fans like you and me even tried throwing paper ninja stars and waving wooden sticks as our katanas. Now, let's discuss the various ninja interpretations frequently seen in anime. Traditional ninjas versus modern, popularized, and televised ninjas are starkly different in terms of what makes them historically accurate. Since the concept of ninja is rich in Japanese folklore, the traditional element is often less explored. The first type of ninjas, which I'd probably call ninjas with RTX settings applied, are those you see in Naruto, Demon Slayer, or in recent times, Ninja Kamui. These ninjas maximize the entertainment factor while they're on screen. They completely forget the rules that make a ninja a true ninja. Stealth? What the fuck is that? Espionage? Nope. Let me do 48 different hand signs, blow up my enemies and send them to the Shadow Realm. Fireball jutsu? Bitch! You get the point. They're flashy and more of the combatant types, when in reality ninjas excel in the art of subtlety, stealth, and espionage. They rarely engage in fights, if ever at all. I think it's best to call them the isekai world of ninjas. As for Ninja Kamui, don't even get me started on Ninja Kamui, and never seen a show murder itself so fast with crappy CGI. If this were Cinema Sins, they'd get 1,000 sins for that. But it doesn't provide a good glimpse of a sci-fi take on ninjas who somehow possess god-tier advanced technology but can't forget the ways of the sword. Touché! Now let's talk about the underdogs of ninja anime. The ones that I'm willing to bet my last savings of Dogecoin that you've been sleeping on. Some anime tried to depict covert assassins and behave as if those assassins were actual ninjas. But that's a misconception, since ninjas and assassins, even in the Edo period, had differences. Traditional ninjas who wanted to do their jobs didn't just wear black clothed attire or stand out in broad daylight. Instead, they boasted the ability to slip between the cracks by blending with their environment. You can call them Walmart ninjas because they're less OP than their RTX cousins. A perfect example of this comes from The Under Ninja, an anime that ideally captures the shrouded mystery of the disappearance and myth of ninjas and beautifully illustrates that ninjas are everywhere in Japan, even in modern times. Instead of adopting the folklore aspects of Japan, Under Ninja focuses on what could be the closest representation of a ninja in our world. The second anime that deserves to be called out is Onihei, featuring an incredible main character and a compelling story. Onihei shows the investigative and professional aspect of being a ninja and tries to stray from combat. It's not your cup of tea if you expect 69 jutsus and world-cutting slashes popping up on the screen, but it's the perfect example that deviates from flashy depictions of ninjas. Number 5. The impact of ninja anime on global pop culture. It's also important to talk about international popularity and how it sprung to be. Delving into the third great ninja the third great ninja boom that happened after the 80s, ninja anime became predominantly associated with rich stories and exciting, relatable characters. One of the critical features of Naruto, aside from the power of friends bullshit, is that he has a zero-to-hero path to success. The outcast in a village with nothing and no one to support him. It's why people enjoy his character, and favorites like Kakashi, Minato, Itachi, and the whole Uchiha clan The success of the Golden Trio of anime is largely responsible for setting an unprecedented example of what Japanese shows were truly like. Naruto is arguably the most influential ninja anime of all time, shaping our perceptions of what it means to be an epic ninja. It's no surprise that the series receives 2 later installments, spanning close to 1,000 episodes. Apart from its influence on anime, Ninjas also became a hit in terms of games, merchandise, novels, and toys. Naruto is one of the most successful manga of all time, having sold over 250 million copies. Regarding popular anime ninja games, continuous installments of Naruto Shippuden, Ultimate Ninja Storm always keep players on edge, with refreshing characters promising a fun time in a fighting game of their favorite show. Merchandise and cosplays are no different, as people find more ways to celebrate and honor the iconic Japanese ninja. Weapons like the katana are irreplaceable to the ninja boos of the anime community. Having mentioned all of the good things that have come out of the third ninja boom, some things didn't go as well as they should have. From cultural misrepresentations to a skewed understanding of what it means to become a ninja, down to the corny and beat-up stereotypes, several things have negatively impacted the painting of an authentic ninja image. For example, while Naruto has its merits, it mainly focuses on folklore and fantastical storytelling rather than the profession and weight of responsibility that encompasses being a ninja. It leads to a fractured understanding of Japanese history, which most weebs are familiar with nowadays. Yes, the same normies who act like they know the Japanese language because they learned what arigato means. The greatest appeal to a ninja is the ideal of an outsider. Ninjas are often interpreted as characters constantly fighting against the establishment and the corrupt ways of the world. This notion in our current generation is immediately likened, since Gen Z is filled with doomers devoid of hope and protest against unjust authorities. This tweet of Mars' sexual space daddy Elon Musk best summarizes the thematic appeal of the resistance. It shows us just how easy it is to side with the resistance, and when we see characters on the screen like ninjas doing the same, rebelling against the system, making them seem relatable to us. There's also the exciting element that comes as a part and parcel of becoming a ninja. You don't get to deal with the world's tedious and repetitive current state. Instead, you find yourself immersed in a well-crafted world of fantasy with unique superpowers and epic clashes. Going on covert operations, saving your friends, and having a badass teacher train you to become a Giga Chad shinobi is to die for. It's better than doom-scrolling 6 to 7 hours a day, you loser virgin. Touch some grass. Finally, the big question. Just why are ninjas an irreplaceable part of anime? The answer is surprisingly not ninja-like. In conclusion, the ninjas share a rich yet shrouded historical context and fascinating touches in folklore. They're iconic for having multiple interpretations of what it means to be a ninja, resonating with many different audiences across Japan and the Western world. Finally, in Naruto's memorable words, everyone has their ninja way. Now, as a nod to the future of ninja anime, and after Ninja Kamui's shaky start in the ninja sci-fi scene, I can only predict stories rich in advanced technology. Series like Boruto are already receiving traction thanks to their predecessor's success, so we can only hope for spicier things to come, and once again, rekindle our childhood passion of being a ninja.